Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to Korea. We are playing as the U.S. Army here, or actually, isn't it the UN forces? The American UN forces in this case. And guys, we are taking a look at a suspected North Korean location. It's actually going to be a South Korean village over here. The country has been completely overrun by the DPRK, of course, and we need to put a stop to that. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm actually just going to be moving up individual squads, especially these squads that have snipers. I don't think I want to risk any of my tanks or anything like that first. Another thing that I'm doing here is I'm moving them into territory that, for all intents and purposes, seems pretty well covered. Bit of rough ground. We've also got some howitzers back here that we can use. But the thing I'm most proud of is going to be the mortar teams that are going to follow these boys. So hopefully if we get engaged with any DPRK forces, will be able to use these mortars to return fire. Now, we do have some tanks at our disposal, of course, and I love to use them, I really would, but I just can't help but feel that they're going to get nuked pretty damn quickly. We will move them up a little bit, but I am in no way making this part of the main attack, at least not right now. Maybe plans will change as we proceed forward, but for now, I want to stay pretty even keeled. We also got some helicopters here, guys, but from what I understand, and I am fairly new to this game, these helicopters are not combat helicopters. They're transport helicopters, so we could use them to move our boys around the map, or we could even use them to scout the enemy locations, but I don't want them getting shot down. I really want to treat this like a real military operation, so we're going to try to minimize casualties on our side. Our boys are nicely drawn in here to these woods. Hopefully this is a safe place from which to launch an attack, or actually a scouting mission on that village. Now, we only get the air support when we kill some enemy troops and pretty much prove ourselves. So let's see if we can't start doing that now. I'm going to send this group a little farther up, and we're just going to leapfrog guys into position with, of course, supporting fire as is necessary. Okay, guys, so with our chopper, we were actually able to spot some North Korean locations. I don't want to pop back up and show you guys, but some are over here and some are over here. So we're going to see if we can't take our howitzers and soften up those locations from this far away. Maybe we're going to need to move a little bit closer, but I'm still going to try. So let's see. 770 meters. It seems like it would be a little too far. All right, fair enough. We're going to push up with the howitzers, guys. I hope we can push up with the howitzers. All right, nice. It's going to take a little while, but that's what we're going to do. Not seeing any incoming fire. Okay, incoming fire is actually hitting our positions over here. So far, our men haven't been seen. Oh boy, they're definitely hitting some heavy locations. Let's grab these guys and move out over here this way. We really have to get one of those guns firing. It just doesn't seem like the distance is a bit too great, as you can see. We're going to have to move this damn thing up. I thought for sure we were going to be able to attack ground, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's just too far, guys. We'll try one more time, but I don't think we can do it. It's just too far over there. So we had one guy killed in action after that bombardment, but it looks like the bombardment ceased. I think we did the right thing, not necessarily responding immediately here. Let's attack ground. Come on, this has got to work. I just don't think so. Because of the distance, they can't do it. And we're pretty much stuck until we get those guns forward. So this next operation, guys, going to be a little boring. I'm going to not force you guys to sit through it. And we're essentially just moving those heavy artillery guns as close as we can to the front. But as you can see, it's going to take the boys a little while. And I think in the meantime, sometimes the best thing to do during a mortar attack is to stay right where you are and not move a muscle. So I'm staying put here. Maybe they'll send some counterattack forces, but I'm not doing anything until I get that artillery in a position to shell those areas. All right, I lied. You guys know that I have no concept of patience, so we've already started pushing forward with some infantry here, and also to try and spot some enemy units. I saw some what looks like bunkers in this area, and I wanted to go ahead and get in those positions quickly. So it looks like they have resumed that mortar fire. Let's spread these boys out to two separate locations, so at least they're not taking fire from the same area, and hopefully we can actually spot these mortars. I'm going to do something really risky here, but I think it's necessary, and it's going to be to move this chopper up to get a view of the situation. We're even going to move our tank forward, but I'm really just trying to get over here and make sure there are no guns waiting for us. I don't see any. I think we're okay here, besides obviously the mortar fire. But, of course, let's get a better look. Or still ain't even close. Just see our distance. The distance we can go is going to be like, yeah, from here to something like 300 meters. It could also be these rocks in the way that are the problem. Here we go. We got some eyes. We got some eyes on targets. Definitely got some eyes on targets, but they're definitely going to be focusing on this chopper. So I'm going to get that chopper down quickly. Where are those mortars? The rest of these troops, we might as well push forward. Get a little bit closer, although now the fire is directly towards us. Some machine gun fire. Move these boys back. And bring that support fire up quickly. As long as we can stay behind this area here, we should be all right. But I am going to push forward. I'm also starting to see a lot of enemy infantry in the trenches there. Now more than ever, we could use that air support or artillery support.
Action station.
Oh man, really heavy fire there.
Yes, sir.
And again, I'm staying put with most of these guys. I'm not going to do just a massive charge across the front. That would be crazy. What about trying to target them from here? No, it's still going to be way too close.
Action station.
Start pushing the tanks forward. We're still keeping our infantry back. We're still going to pretty much just eat up that fire for now. And that's going to certainly be some sort of anti-tank gun. Come on, boys. I think that location right there would be best. Actually, as close as we can get to this side of the hill without getting knocked out. Yeah, I'm going to order these guys to go ahead and take that gun back. Oh boy. We definitely want our mortars, if we can get them. I'm going to go for another scouting mission with this chopper. We're being really risky with this. All they need is one good hit with an anti-air gun to knock this thing down. But at least for now, they seem to be making things happen. And we can already see that gun firing from over there. We didn't expect the North Koreans to be this well embedded in the village. Hell, we didn't know there were going to be North Koreans here at all. Get that damn thing. Get out of there. They're definitely targeting the mortars. Holy hell. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Get that thing up and move. They do not want us having those mortars. Get off the damn hill, boys. All right, here we go with the tanks. We have to move them forward. We've got to try and cause a distraction here.
Follow the given direction.
Let's go, boys. Call out targets as you see them. In fact, having that chopper up in the sky would be a good idea because at least our tanks will have targets to fire at. Come on, boys. Come on now. Might as well push forward with the infantry as well. They knocked out the chopper. I told you that could have happened. That chopper is down. We've got to make a push, boys. It is now or never. Get rid of that damn gun, boys. Taking some fire from the right side as well. See if we can't assist in knocking that gun out too. And this is really just a major battle right here. Just firing back and forth here. Seeing if we can't get lucky with a hit on one of their guns, of course.
Chassis is damaged.
Chassis damaged. We don't want to see that whatsoever, but I think that gun might be vaporized. Oh yeah. Yeah, that gun is down. That is a dead gun. We should have just moved the tanks up initially. It's not that I underestimated the tanks, I just didn't want to put them in a position of danger this early on.
Fire.
Oh boy, nice! I think we knocked out a vehicle. Let's see if we can't try to fire on the enemy machine gun positions. Make it a lot easier for our boys to move forward, and we haven't even used the damn howitzer yet.
Follow the given direction.
He's still moving up. See if we can target at this distance. Definitely not. Fortunately, we didn't get to use our mortars the way we anticipated. But I'm going to go ahead and open fire on that machine gun. As long as we have our men and we can knock out their machine guns, I think we could actually do a charge here and take this position back from the DPRK. Another good bit of news, guys, is we can now call in a beautiful bit of mortar support And I think I might go ahead and drop it right on top of that MG, or maybe we'll drop it on the barracks here to soften things up. No. You know what? I haven't decided yet. That gun has been taken out as well. The enemy could take it back, of course. And, of course, we got a burning DPRK tank back here. Yeah, let's go for the middle. Here we go, guys. Drop some mortar strikes on the infantry there. I'm going to order our men to halt, our tanks to halt right here. So far, our tanks have done most of the work here. We should have brought the armor in first, but they are still firing away, guys, and hitting us with huge amounts of mortar fire. Of course, some of our tanks have been immobilized, but most of them are good to go. Stay put, son. Stay put. There's another enemy tank right there.
Follow the given direction.
I wonder what kind of armor the North Koreans are using. It's got to be Soviet armor, of course. Just an Su-76. Yeah, pretty standard assault gun.
Action station.
We've got our beautiful M4 E3s.
Follow the given
Okay, there we go, guys. There's the mortar fire. U.S. artillery support is what I'm looking for. Thank you very much. Kill whatever you can and stay put. We're going to order our guys to stop because now the mortar fire is danger close, although I don't think that they can take out any tanks. Nonetheless, I'm glad that it's over. Let's take a look at that position. Yeah, that is a destroyed machine gun. Now that we've got most of our tanks pretty damn close, let's grab the rest of our troops and start pushing forward. Of course, I will still try to stay in these wooded areas first, but I see no reason not to go ahead and make an aggressive push at this point. There we go! Another kill! Did you guys see that? It bounced right off the top of the Su-76, killing the crew inside, and then hit that mountain behind. I love it. This game is way underrated. The Theater of War series in general is way underrated. I think after Men of War Assault Squad came out, it really lost a lot of people, but such a fun game. Alright, guys, we're going to keep on fighting. Once we get up to 1,000, we're going to get some air support. And at this point, I actually do feel confident taking another one of our choppers and not losing it this time. And we're going to bring that chopper directly over the city to find air targets, essentially. Well, directly over the village, pardon me, to find air targets. We better hope they don't have any more anti-air units. But our mortars are continuing to fire in that area, and as soon as we find a nice group of tanks or infantry, we are going to absolutely destroy that location. Now, of course, it's entirely up to our infantry units here with that armor support ahead to try and get into the trenches. So I'm sending our boys forward. It's dangerous, but hell, just being on this battlefield with all that mortar fire is pretty damn dangerous. We'll try to take this group. It's a smaller group, only 2 men. Send them over here. Alright, guys, here we go. Chopper up in the sky. It's a shame we don't have anything in terms of combat abilities on this chopper, except for just scouting, which, if you think about it, is a kind of combat ability. Come on, baby. Gotta get up to 1,000 for that air support. No, don't drop there, don't drop there. Still some enemy infantry in the trenches, by the way, but I definitely want to get the hell out of here. Be all the way over here. Oh boy, careful, son, careful. He has a perfect view of the enemy, but he is in a dangerous position. Just want to get this tank into a position where he can target the enemy squads right there. Come on! Get him!
Follow the given direction.
Open fire! That's what I'm talking about. Already knocked one out. Got another tank back there, but we can deal with that afterwards. Another burst of machine gun fire should knock the squad out. Gonna save a lot of Americans. Holy hell! Somebody got back on the gun. See, 2 of them got back on the gun. Sneaky, sneaky. Now, actually, I'm really more concerned about that gun on this side over here because we can't get a look at it. There's another one over here, too, so I'm calling in the airstrike right there on top of that position. It's a threat, and so is the other position, actually. A few of our boys already died trying to get into the trench, boys. We've got some more guys coming, but there's definitely still enemy infantry here.
Attention!
Get it! Roll over the damn thing if you have to. Yep, that's what he's going for. Oh, man. I love the painting on the tank, too. Fortunately, this tank is stuck.
To the left.
Oh, boy. Look at that, guys. We got our air support already coming in. And it's even hitting some of these targets we didn't expect to be a threat. But, boy, did that knock out that Su-76. I'm also seeing a huge group of enemy forces infantry up there. Just a ton of enemy infantry.
Attention.
Well, get that gun. We got some more air support incoming, boys. Oh, yeah. I think that's... No, I thought it was going to be napalm. Look at all those enemy infantry units moving towards our position. We have got to try to hit that with some sort of ordnance. But again, we don't have much infantry ourselves. We've lost a lot of it to just continuous enemy fire. We still have a few units over here, though, so we're going to push immediately into the trench. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Look at that, man. Still haven't hit it, though. But I'm hoping that we're at least terrifying the enemy.
Attention.
Right now our tanks are missing, and we cannot have them miss in this situation. Now, hopefully we'll get that air support, we'll be able to use that air support very, very soon. Right now we do have one tank out here, and without any enemy tanks to counter us, I think we absolutely need to get this guy closer and pretty much have him focus on the enemy infantry. As long as he can keep that machine gun hot, I think we can do a lot of damage here. But as you can see, they're already starting to get into these positions and make it across. There we go, and it looks like our air support is continuing. Beautiful, boys.
Action station.
Get him.
Action station.
Here we go. Keep that machine gun going. It's the only machine gun we have operational right now. Oh, look at that. Our guys actually got in close and strafed the target. We did take out that AT gun. I'm not sure if that second one is down, but it doesn't matter. Our focus has to be here on the enemies. They've got their commander close here. Or one of their commanders, of course. Let's see if we got into the trench. How are our boys doing? Come on, boys. I can understand why they're a little intimidated. And pretty badly wounded. I'm going to take the sniper and try and shoot the enemy in this trench. Or maybe we'll just, let's just try and get into the trench there. Oh, somebody's back on the gun. So we can't stop for a second and feel safe, because they get back on that weapon so quickly.
To the right.
And now if we strike the position, we're going to strike this area right here. Hopefully we do get another airstrike to try and dislodge a few more North Koreans. There we go. Good shooting. Took the commander out. Really have to do a mop-up procedure here with our armor. So initially I said, oh, we're not going to attack with our armor. That's crazy. It's too aggressive. I was totally wrong. We should have sent our armor in first, and maybe our infantry behind the armor, whereas I typically do it either mixed or infantry first. There we go. Another strafing shot. Took him out. Beautifully done.
To the right. Follow the given direction. Sir.
Yeah, I'm going to target that occupied building. Nice. Knock it down.
Follow the given direction.
Surrender or die. No other way. We do have some infantry approaching here. As you can see, though, they are being extraordinarily careful.
Follow the given direction.
In about 30 seconds, guys, we're going to have use of another airstrike. Oh, yeah, still enemies there. I want to see if this tank can aim at that position. Six seconds, boys. I'm guessing this might be the best place to attack, but I still want to do another run through here with the tank. But I am almost certain that that's going to be a good place to hit. Looks like we got some units over there. They're a bit too far to be any sort of threat, and I'm guessing that most of the enemy infantry is actually hiding in these buildings. Oh, maybe we don't get another ground attack aircraft because we have done the countdown. We've got enough points, but we're not getting a prompt. So let's just go ahead and try and shoot them out of these buildings.
Follow the given direction. Fire!
Okay, we got it, that airstrike. We did get the airstrike, although I'm not sure we're going to need it at this point. Get in there.
Sir!
We can get some infantry up. We could also take their machine gun, which, yeah, actually, it's not too badly damaged. I think we could absolutely use this weapon here, the 12.7 millimeter Dushka. The Dushka is nice, but it's going to be pretty hard to move. It's a heavy weapon. I see some shots over here. Could be sniper fire. It's one dead North Korean. Oh boy, look at this, look at this, look at this. We got enemy here still. We definitely got enemy here. Come on, boys. Please, please don't mess this one up. See him right there. Unless he's decided... Is he surrendering? I don't think so. Alright guys, we're going to do another pass with our helicopter. I think it'll be a little bit safer, mind you, to get the chopper in the air and kind of take a look at the situation. I wonder if we had loaded this up with men, if we could fire out of the bay doors, but I don't think so, because this was before Hueys, before door gunners, things like that. The Korean War hadn't gotten to that point just yet. There were transport copters, medevac copters, etc., but I'm pretty sure they didn't have door gunners. That was a fairly Vietnam-oriented upgrade. I don't see anything. But of course, the best troops remain hidden. Oh, I think he just surrendered. Oh! Careful, keep on moving. Don't stop. Cannot afford to stop for a second.
Sir!
Trying to get my guys to go to that building. I think the howitzers are finally in position, but it's a bit too late for that, obviously. Keep on going. Don't stop flying. Don't stop flying. By the way, guys, if you enjoy games like this, and specifically if you enjoy this game, make sure to drop some comments down below. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to this channel. We work on a lot of obscure wargaming videos and well-known wargaming videos, but that's really our main focus here at the AgrippaMaxentius channel. So please do support it, subscribe, and also make sure to follow me on www.twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxentius for live streams.
Attention!
We still have enemies, apparently. Oh my gosh, how did they keep getting on the damn guns? So we still have enemies. Technically, it's suggesting they're over here somewhere. So I'm going to fly over this area once again. I think at this point, finally took out the enemy there with some grenade throws. Yeah, we finally got one of the guys there in the foxhole. Good work, boys. And we're just now moving the rest of these guys up. But again, my main goal is to get into that larger town center. Also because the goal here is to take the town, and perhaps to appropriately take the town, we actually have to take the position, or with infantry, I should say, not just with armor. Get in there, boys. Don't be afraid now. Oh! Still some enemies here. Alright, probably not the best use of an airstrike, but I want to see some fireworks. I know you guys want to see some fireworks. Then again, they could have some more units here. Let's grab these guys and move over here. And I think I'll take this tank and move over here, see if we can't knock out any more of the enemy in that position. They do still have a few in that trench, but I don't think it's enough to change the course of the battle. So what we're really looking for is a large group of enemies, possibly in this area. It could be in this area right here. I see a trench. We could just try and get lucky here and drop some rounds, see what happens. It's not a crazy idea, believe it or not. Get in there, boys. I like that we have a guy with a BAR just kind of watching the situation, seeing what's going on.
Sir!
So that would actually be the area that they would probably be at. Now let's see if we can't
Action station.
grease up the enemy here.
To the left. Action
I'm just
station.
sending this tank right there in the center. Whatever it takes to get the enemy to reveal their location, we'll do it. Even if potentially we have to stop in this area and maybe take some shots, that's what we'll do. Enemy commander right there.
Attention. Action station.
See if we can get them with the sniper. From this distance, we should be able to target them with our infantry too. Got him! Oh my goodness, our guy just ran over the enemy there. That was brutal. And it looks like he's going to try to escape.
Follow the given direction.
Don't let him get away, son. Looks like we already have one unit in here. I'm going to send them over here to this building. Again, if we take any sort of fire, we know who it's coming from and what direction it's coming from. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that?
Attention. Follow the given direction.
Drive through, boys. We can fix these houses later.
Follow the given direction.
Root out the communists. So definitely no one in the actual trenches, or the dugout, I should say. That's for sure. Maybe we should fly over these more remote areas. Like maybe they have completely decided to take cover over here.
Attention.
We'll pretty much send some guys in multiple directions to see if we can't find exactly where they've gone to hide.
Direction.
Need be, we'll hit this village and find out exactly where they are. I didn't want to do that, but if they're not going to give away positions, these villagers, they might have to suffer because of it. It's way too far out. Okay, I do see a commander there in that trench. That trench is still operational, as it were. So, let's bring in that air support. I know it's pretty crazy to call in air support on just a single trench, but I think it's necessary just to make sure we have cleaned up all the areas here, especially since they still have an officer here. Oh, and they still have enemies here as well. Yeah, we gotta send our tank back.
Sir.
Get Get out of here. Get out of here. Hopefully our air support will spot those guys too. In fact, I'm going to keep this bird in the sky. Hopefully he doesn't get hit by a bomb dropping down. But I'm going to keep him in the sky just to keep an eye on where the enemy infantry is in this situation.
Attention! Follow the given direction.
Here we go. We got planes incoming, boys. Looks like they hit that area first. Wow. Just going to keep flying back and forth.
Action station.
Here we go, boys. Oh, just a strafing run on that one. We need bombs. We definitely need bombs on this one.
Follow the given direction.
Get out of here. Get the hell out of here, boy. It's even unsafe to have our tank here, to be honest, but kind of trying to just spot any enemies that decide to run. There we go. Another strafing shot by our planes. Enemies taking cover in that trench. Look at that. I would honestly just surrender at this point, but I think our boys are going in for the crushing blow. Get him. Good shooting. Oh! Nice throw there. We had an anti-tank grenade thrown at our side. It looks like we're all right for now. But definitely still enemies here. Still got some more air support coming in, don't worry guys, but it's not the heavy bombs I was expecting. It looks like just strafing runs over the enemy position. Still got planes in the sky though, birds in the sky. Hit whatever you can now, and I'm hoping that the chopper can give them a better view. But it is slow, guys. This is not a Huey. This is a very little slower. Maybe it is a Huey, just not the Vietnam iteration here. It's a slow burn for sure. Not seeing anything over here in this trench. I think we cleaned that one out pretty good. There's still an officer here. Let him deal with that. In the meantime, I'm going to go over here. This might be considered the true village center, so I'm just pushing forward a little bit to get over in this building area. Oh, look at that. We spotted one infantry unit here. The rest, of course, have been crushed by our tank. This is not a war crime, okay? It's not a war crime. Just don't tell anybody about this. And again, we're supposed to be UN forces, so not looking great. Not looking great. The media's not going to like it. Get them, get them. They're still alive in there.
To the left.
Here we go. Force some out. See, we can always force them out. Just terrify them to leave the position. And at that point, we just pick them off. Oh, the commander was actually smart enough to go back into the foxhole.
Who wants to get smoked?
Get him, get him, get him. Got him.
Action station.
Nope, nope, he's back up. Man, this guy will not go down. Even with strafing fire, and our planes are just not providing that, the bombing run support that was helping us so much. Might as well send the rest of the group forward. The area is definitely safe. Well, of course, for those howitzers to actually get over here, we know that's going to take just a ridiculous amount of time. Oh, my goodness. Can you strafers not hit anything at all? They just littered this area with gunfire, and we still have North Korean troops moving around the place like nothing has happened. Stop right there. As soon as they get into our line of fire, we'll finish them off.
Direction. To the right.
Still put your weapons down. Your choice.
Follow the given direction.
Alright guys, we're going to come back when the mission is complete. I think we've cleared out just about everything we really can here. I don't see much else in the way of enemy locations, etc. So we'll just come back when the battle is over and take a look at the casualty screen. I think this is a victory. I really do. But I don't know for sure. I don't have too much experience in this game. But I certainly think it's a victory. And it looks like this crew has actually surrendered, if I'm not mistaken. Unless maybe we want to take one of our snipers to take a look in there and shoot him. No, he's definitely surrendered. All right, boys. That's going to be a victory, my boys. Just one more enemy over there. There's probably a few more, of course. We're going to take a look at finish here, and this is going to be the total casualties on each side. Fun times, but absolutely we could come through with much better casualties here. When we take a look at losses, the enemy army had 116 losses. We had 43. I think that can much more realistically be like 13 to 20, but we'll keep on playing. I really love this game. 46 minutes took us to get through this battle, so you're definitely going to get your money's worth, considering this was just one battle of a much larger campaign. I don't think I would do an entire campaign on this game, but I certainly want to do some more battles from each perspective and many different kinds of armies, infantry, tanks, etc. So make sure, again, hit that like button, comment down below, and let me know what you think of Theater of War Korea. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the next one.